Alright, so we're having this podcast to commemorate the 100th post on thefilmconsole.com. So,
Yay.
We hope you enjoy it, and we might as well just get straight into it, right?
Yeah, so the first topic we're going to discuss now is games coming out in 2019. So one of the major games is Anthem. So, Arnav, why should people be excited for Anthem?
Well, I mean, like, me especially, it just looks fantastic. I mean, there's like, in every trailer, there's so many explosions. I'm sure you have like, at least a 10-minute compilation of explosions. And each one of them look fantastic.
To be honest, when it comes to games, or even movies for that matter, explosions are a tick in my book.
Very true.
But like,
Michael Bay explosions. That's never a tick in my book.
However, the explosions are still good themselves. Okay?
That's true.
It does not contribute to the quality of the game, however. The explosions themselves.
We should all love Transformers.
Huh?
We should all love Transformers.
Oh yeah, no, best movies ever.
Yeah.
Dark of the Moon is a masterpiece. But anyway, back to Anthem.
Dude, in that case,
we've already
honestly,
yeah, exactly.
I actually didn't mind Dark of the Moon, so.
Oh, what? Okay, this is a conversation for another time.
I'm gonna have to say though, the room could have used more explosions.
Oh no, dude!
But I was like
the
5,
sex
so.
scenes are already there. More explosions. Wait, are we allowed to talk about sex scenes?
I don't.
Okay, yeah, just let's keep going.
I don't think we should because
my recent post about Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I swear, there's a picture of Captain Holt wearing a t-shirt.
That's a
The pineapple.
So it's great.
So good.
Okay, wait. So back into Anthem, right?
yeah.
Sure, it looks great. It looks like Titanfall and Mass Effect had a kid
Yeah.
and decided to
Very.
copy Destiny. In
which
Warframe.
which Titanfall?
2.
Okay,
Titanfall
good.
2. Okay. Speaking of Titanfall 3 later this year, apparently.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be
It's not
amazing.
been confirmed yet, but
But,
there
like,
might be.
I have high expectations.
Considering the
Q4.
fact that it has not been confirmed yet, and it'll probably be confirmed at E3.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll release this year. I think it'll be pushed to Q1 or Q2 2020.
Maybe.
Just because of the fact that we haven't heard anything about it.
That's true.
That's true.
Same thing might be said for Jedi Fallen Order. However, we did hear an announcement for that last year and a confirmation, so that might not be pushed back. Back to Anthem.
Yeah, have
See,
we
I-
said anything about Anthem yet?
I have some doubts, right? Because it's like I don't have a great relationship with EA.
Yeah, so that's what we're getting
especially
onto.
at launch. I'm a
Anthem
little bit scared.
Looks
about
like
what
a
they're gonna
great game, and it promises a lot.
Mhm.
And the demo that's coming out in Feb 1st will hopefully confirm or negate what we think about it.
Yeah.
However, keep on coming back to the fact that it is made by EA,
Yeah.
right? And as we know from the past, Battlefront
Battlefront 2.
Okay, Battlefront 2. It's not a bad game. Terrible launch because of EA's marketing and because of microtransactions. However,
You guys didn't like microtransactions? I thought it was the best feature.
right, another bad launch would be for Titanfall 2, which is an astoundingly great game.
Yeah,
However, they
yeah.
decided to push it right in the middle of Battlefield 1 and what? It was Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Call of
Call of
Duty,
Duty,
yeah.
yeah.
What
The
was
two
it?
biggest games
Was
in
it
the
Infinite
PC
Warfare?
gaming industry.
No, I
No,
don't think
no,
it was
no.
Infinite
It was,
Warfare.
Uh,
It was something else.
something.
Which year was it? I'll look it up.
It was lost 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
That's 2 years ago.
Oh, World War II.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty
Duty
World War
World
II.
War
I
II.
remember playing the beta for that. That was actually pretty good.
Me too. It seemed fun-ish. But like
Ish.
it's like
Back to EA. What else is wrong with EA? Okay, no. For one, okay, there's too many things to list. But then again, BioWare, right? They're the creators of
great
Mass
company.
Effect, right?
Mm.
And 1 was not the best received game. 2 is supposed to be one of the greatest games of all time. And 3, I played like 40 hours of that game and I loved it. Mass Effect Andromeda, sure, it had its issues with its facial animations. But the campaign itself wasn't that bad. You can check out the retrospect. We'll link it down below the podcast.
Yeah, in the notes, yeah.
Yeah. But the multiplayer was
It was
brilliant.
pretty fun, yeah.
So yeah, Anthem. Buy it after everyone's reviewed it. Don't trust EA.
Also,
I'd say
EA,
just-
send us a review copy, please. I don't have.
EA doesn't do that.
Yeah,
They'll
no,
charge
EA
us
doesn't
more
do
than
that.
the actual game for a review copy. So what's next on the
DLC.
agenda?
So the next game, Aces Combat 7.
Oh yeah, that game looks great.
That's
It just
interesting.
looks really good.
To me,
right.
it just seems like War Thunder, but premium. But I haven't played much of War Thunder either.
I played quite a little War Thunder.
Quite
Right.
a little.
Quite a
lot.
little.
Quite, I said quite a lot, didn't I?
No, you said
I
quite a
heard
little. Yeah.
Okay. But Yeah, no, Aces Combat 7, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. Like, especially the graphics. It looks amazing. Right?
Oh, as someone who doesn't play games like at all, the graphics didn't look that great to me. Is it just because I'm comparing it to animated
the fact
movies?
is that
or?
was a cinematic trailer.
No,
we haven't seen a gameplay trailer,
Okay.
so we won't. So we don't actually know. Actually, no, the game's released, so that
the game's released. I think there is a gameplay trailer.
We'll
somewhere.
take a look at it, I suppose.
Right?
Yes,
Because,
I have high expectations for the graphics.
the original trailer I had seen, it looked brilliant.
Oh,
Right? I think I showed you.
Yeah,
right?
I saw it.
Well, that's good, I guess. Will it feature ray tracing? RTX
Probably
on off?
not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, but
I don't think
RTX
there's much space for RTX in that anyway.
See, here's the thing, right? With Aces Combat, they're kind of marketing it as a super realistic game, which I doubt it'll be. Right? It looks super arcadey,
It looks pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
like
problem
compared
with-
to other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, War Thunder. If you put on realistic, Flight Simulator X, and then there's a bunch of these other games which are like a lot more realistic. I mean, I hope this is somewhat real.
Yeah, after we
Realistic,
play it, we'll be
but-
able to say
yeah.
more, right? The fact is that even Rainbow Six Siege is marketed as
Yeah,
realistic
I agree.
until we got into the territory of what?
Quick peeking,
No, quick peeking is realistic.
the snake tactic.
Okay. Bandit tricking. Okay. Snaking around the whole map with a sausage with a silencer on. Okay. And somehow being able to instantly inject drugs into your team's like body.
Telepathically.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely diverged from
It's
realism.
Yeah,
considering
what it was originally aimed.
Yeah, considering
what its
that
original goal
Alibi
was.
is definitely not the kind of tech that we'll see. Actually, we don't know. I mean, US government, they may be shut down, but that does not mean that they're not blowing stuff up. Anyway, next I think
Okay.
we're talking about the Division 2, right?
Division 2?
No, we just
Any
want to
thoughts?
mention it, right? It looks pretty good. I liked the Division 1, but it was kind of boring
I
after a
remember
while.
buying the Division 1, like, as a pre-order.
You pre-ordered?
You
I'm
pre-ordered?
pretty sure I did. And I remember it releasing and then me not being able to play it on my laptop because I still had my old laptop at that point. But then when I got a new one, I played it for like 10 hours. I really enjoyed the combat. The UI looked brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the multiplayer
Fun,
was
but-
really fun. I
Yeah,
remember
the
It
thing
kind
is,
of
I
got-
had no one to play with, so I just ended up dropping the game. So.
Yeah, it's a very like social game, you know, and like it gets really old really fast.
Yeah,
in
and
some
some of
aspects.
the missions felt
Yeah,
very tedious.
it's through the
Yeah, the
missions.
problem-
However, the best part was definitely the UI.
It looked really
stunning.
good. It looked really good.
But like
Man.
the biggest problem for me was the fact that like it's supposed to be like serious and like they drop you into this situation where like a virus has spread and everyone's dying and stuff. But like they don't give you much of a backstory. They just kind of like push you into like a room of darkness and expect you to like find your way like that. And
The number of likes in that sentence. That's like, what, 12 chocolates?
Okay, so the next game we have is Jump Force.
Yeah, so this is one that I've been excited for since we got a trailer at E3 2018.
I'm not a huge like fighting game fan, right? So this is not really up my alley.
Oh, I haven't been excited for it because it's a fighting game, just because it features my anime characters. That's all that matters for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we read out the current roster?
Yeah, sure. So right now we have characters from One Piece, like Monkey D. Luffy, Sanji, Blackbeard, Sabo, and Boa Hancock. I hope I pronounced those right. Then we have a character from My Hero Academia,
Which is Deku. However, the fact is that it's pretty much we can assume that at least Bakugo and All Might will be in there.
Yeah, I mean, considering how huge All Might is, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they're going to add him.
There's no way they can't, to be honest.
Exactly. Then we have a bunch of Naruto characters like Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Gaara.
Okay,
Yeah.
one name that really surprises me here is Kaguya, because I did not expect to see Kaguya in this, considering that she literally features for like 4 or 5 episodes. Then there's a couple anime that I haven't really heard of.
Yeah, like Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, no, that's huge!
Oh, never mind.
I love
then.
Hunter x Hunter. However, it's Yu Yu Hakusho that I haven't heard much about. Bleach is great, so we've got Ichigo and Rukia from there. And, of course, okay, I don't know what Saint Seiya is, but hopefully it's good.
And then-
Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is quite interesting. I'm quite interested to see how they put Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters in. Then we've got at least Goku, Vegeta, Frieza,
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're Dragon
Piccolo
Ball
from
characters.
Dragon Ball, Fist of the North Star, City Hunter, Rurouni Kenshin, we've got our stuff from Black Clover, which pretty
Review
much...
on the filmconsole.com.
Yeah, only for season 1 so far, and that pretty much confirms that we'll get the Wizard King and Yuno, and probably Captain Yami too. And then, there's some
A bunch of
original
original
characters
characters,
as well, like Galena, Glover, Kane, and Navigator. So,
Nice.
right, so I think Jump Force is going to shape up to be a good game. Quite a good game. Oh yeah, there's also
Hopefully.
Death Note characters that have been confirmed.
Yeah, wasn't that at the end of the trailer?
Yeah, so we've got Light that's been confirmed at least. What's going on?
I have no idea. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to the next topic we have. And obviously, Raj, you were going to talk about some anime.
Right, so the seasonal anime this season have started off pretty well. I think we've got 2 or 3 episodes from each. So let's start off with The Rising of the Shield Hero. Well, actually, after the first episode aired in December, I got a bit, restless for the second episode, and I ended up reading the light novels. So I've kind of surpassed exactly what's going to happen in the show. However, the beginning has been great, and it seems like Reddit has gone crazy over Raftalia and her demi-human raccoonness. And the opening, which is Rise by Mad Kid, is pretty good. However, we've got a lot better ones, like Shadow Graph by Myth and Royd for Boogie Pop, which is it's a pretty old franchise, which had an anime adaptation quite a while ago. But the first 4 episodes of Boogie Pop have been incredibly, really good, actually. And there's been a lot of bloodshed and gore, and quite a lot of killing people and suicide. So, hopefully that's going to be good.
Okay.
Okay. No,
Yeah. Whoa.
Meaning that the show's going to be good. Considering that the only issue I've seen with Boogie Pop so far is that the timeline of the story doesn't seem to be very linear, which is kind of confusing me a bit, but hopefully it comes out to be pretty well. Now, one show that I didn't expect much from was Gotobun no Hanayome, or the quintessential quintuplets. The opening, which is Gotobun no Kimochi by Nakanoke no Itsusugo, I've never heard that name.
How do you manage to pronounce that?
Yeah.
I messed that up.
He's a veteran.
I lived in Japan.
Yet you still didn't know a couple words that I knew. Like,
Okay,
sorry.
we don't.
Right. Okay, but the opening is great, and I've actually been listening to it on non-stop. I'll actually read out the description of this one, just so that the 3 other people around me can hear it, because it's quite strange. So, a high school romantic comedy with 5 times the cute girls. A high school boy must work part-time to help 5 sisters study so that they can graduate, but the only thing these quintuplets have in common is that they all hate studying. 5 girls who want to do anything but study, and their tutor, a high school boy who's got book smarts and not much else. Futaro Uesigi took the tutoring gig because he was desperate for cash and in debt. But when his students, the 5 beautiful daughters of a wealthy businessman, find 5 times the excuses to slack off, what can he do? At this rate, the sisters won't graduate. So if he wants to get paid, he must think of a plan to suit each of them, which feels hopeless when 5 out of 5 of them think he's a loser.
Okay, this sounds like one of those shows that's funny for 20 minutes, but then kind of gets a bit too repetitive.
That's what I originally thought, considering I thought this was going to be a classic harem comedy slice of life romance kind of thing.
Classic?
Which it is. It actually reminds me a lot of Nisekoi, but to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of Nisekoi. This is better. However, the first 2 episodes have shaped out to be pretty well, and I'm quite excited for the rest of it. Awesome. Now, to what I think is the most messed up show of this season, and that is Domestic no Kanojo. And you guys will agree when I read this description to you. Okay. Natsuo Fuji is in love with his teacher Hina. Attempting to forget his feelings towards her, Natsuo goes to a mixer with his classmates where he meets an odd girl named Rui. In a strange turn of events, she asks Natsuo to have sex with her. Just for the experience. Okay? There's no love behind the act, she just wants to learn. Thinking that it might help him forget about his crush, he agrees. After this unusual encounter, Natsuo now faces a new problem. With his father remarrying, he ends up with a new pair of stepsisters. And can you guess who those stepsisters are?
Obviously the person he had sex with.
And the person he had a crush on.
Fantastic.
So
Seems pretty
he
normal
soon
to me.
finds that his new
What?
siblings are none other than his teacher crush Hina and the girl he had sex with, Rui. Now living with both the teacher he loves and the girl with whom he had his first time, Natsuo finds himself in an unexpected love triangle as he climbs even closer towards adulthood.
Holy
A
shit!
classic.
This is yeah, a classic. This is creative, man.
This is actually not classic. Right? And it's, you know, when I read the announcement about this manga being serialized, I was rather confused considering that it seemed very, very messed up. However, after the first 2 episodes, I can say that it definitely went in a different direction than I thought. So I hope it ends up going into a better direction. So just 2 more to talk about, which is what? Okay, so Dororo. After 50 years, this anime finally got a recreation. Unfortunately, they're dealing with only 12 out of the 48 demons. However, I think it's necessary considering that it doesn't have as long of a run. The opening, which is Kaien by Queen Bee, suits the whole aesthetic of the show really well. And I hope that Hyakimaru has a fun time killing demons to get his body parts back.
Sounds
Fun,
like
yeah,
Doom.
fun, dude.
Oh yeah, fun times. Especially when he's blind, because he doesn't have eyes or skin, or yeah. Forget
does
about
he?
it.
Over the last 5 minutes, I've heard some of the most messed up plot descriptions
Okay.
of all time.
Right,
Yeah.
so he's actually just got prosthetics that have weapons hidden in them, and it's at least in the first episode he gets his skin back. So you know.
Oh yeah,
we don't-
Making
that's a good
progress.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, a quick thing about Data Life 3. I did not like the first episode. Just did not like it. It's classic Data Life and it sucks. Sorry.
Are you gonna give it another shot or it's over?
No, I'm gonna continue it just
Oh,
because
okay.
I have to. I'll explain this to you later.
Yeah,
However,
sure.
the opening, it didn't really struck me. It's I Swear by Sweet Arms, and it wasn't very good in my opinion. Finally, it's Yakusoku no Neverland, which is an incredible manga series, and has really taken the world by surprise, actually. Didn't expect much from it. However, it's insane, and it's going to be a really good psychological show. And there's a lot of death coming up, and apparently this has got the biggest twists and turns.
That's always a good thing. More
Yeah.
death.
And the opening, which is what? It is Touch Off by Uberworld, is actually incredible. So this is one show that I'm actually looking forward to a lot to see the rest of. So, yeah, let's carry on.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna go through a few movie news topics quickly. By the time you guys are listening to this, the Oscar nominees will already have been out. So I'm just gonna predict what I think is gonna get nominated. So A Star Is Born, Roma, Vice, Green Book, If Beale Street Could Talk, The Favorite, Bohemian Rhapsody, Black Panther, and Black Klansman. So do you guys have any thoughts?
I've
if you've
seen
seen
2
the
of
movies?
those movies.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, me too. I've
Yeah,
seen like
Black
Rhapsody
Panther,
and Black
Bohemian
Panther.
Rhapsody,
yeah,
yeah.
those were
And
great
I have
movies,
to say,
man.
Bohemian Rhapsody was...
Loved it.
It was
Loved
an
it.
absolute banger. It was great.
It was great. You had problems with the first half though, right?
Yeah, the first half, for some reason, it just didn't enthrall me as much. You know, I was watching it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna love this movie. Maybe it was because you hyped it up. So
Yeah, I did hype it up a lot.
But the fact was that in the first half, I felt like I could leave and go get popcorn, and I wouldn't mind if I missed a little bit of it. And in my book, that just, I don't know exactly why, but the second half was astronomically better.
Look, see, I kind of get where you're coming from. I think the final act at Live Aid
Yeah.
was the best part. But the first half hooked me. I love seeing Freddie Mercury and the band interact. And they made Bohemian Rhapsody in the first half, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So that was all. I love that scene. Also, I've seen a bit of backlash towards Black Panther over the last few months. So what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I've not actually heard anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, apparently a lot of people, if you look at the comments on their Instagram posts, overrated, SJW Marvel, this movie sucks, and all of that
I
stuff. And
think-
I'm confused by it.
Yeah,
I loved
exactly.
Black Panther.
Yeah, me too, but I think it's primarily because Black Panther came out, the first 2 months of 2018?
Yeah, it came out in Feb.
Right?
So
So, over the course of time, it's almost been a year.
that
And
is true.
we've gotten a lot of other movies.
Yeah.
So maybe some people just don't remember it as well. And to
That's
be
fair.
honest, I have to say, there are movies that are a lot better than Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Spider-Verse, yes.
Oh,
If
yeah.
that doesn't win, talking about the Oscars, if it doesn't win Best Animated Movie, I'm going to be very pissed. because nothing comes close to Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse was
I have-
amazing.
I
I
heard it was the
loved
best
it. I
movie
loved
of
every
2018,
second of it.
honestly. Like, it was just that good.
It's right. I think I did put it as number one
You
on my
did,
list.
and we
I
had
would-
this conversation after
Yeah.
after we met, like after we watched it.
Yeah.
I said it was definitely number one. He said maybe.
Yeah, and I put it as number one. I would change that now. After watching A Star Is Born, that would be my number one. But Spider-Verse is still absolutely
Spider-Verse is
fantastic.
incredible.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant movie. I loved it.
Another bit of news relating to TV and Netflix. So The Office is one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. I don't know if any of you three have seen it. The US version.
UK.
No,
I saw a few I saw the first episode of The Office.
Okay.
I've
This
seen
season
clips
was
from
fine.
the US Office, but I've only watched the UK one.
Okay, and have you seen the
I
US
saw
one?
the UK one.
Oh, okay. So with the US one of the best parts about that show is Steve Carell as Michael Scott. So the creator of The Office and Steve Carell are coming together to create a show about Space Force, which is the military branch that Donald Trump introduced. It's going to be a similar workplace comedy, and I think this could be great,
Yeah.
to be honest. Just parodying everything Donald Trump's done, I think that could be really fun.
Why did I immediately think of Voltron when when I heard Space Force? Speaking of animated shows, one thing is can't wait for the Dragon Prince season 2 and Castlevania season 3. Heavily recommend you watch it, but anyway, so trailers now, right?
Yeah, so now this is the big topics that we have planned. 3 pretty big trailers have released over the past few weeks.
I think we can start with.
Sorry. No, we'll leave that for last.
All right.
Okay, so the first big trailer is John Wick Chapter 3.
Oh,
Parabellum.
yes.
Yeah, Parabellum. That title is way too long, but
Alibi and
I mean,
Maestro.
Alibi
Yeah.
and Maestro.
There's only
Okay.
like 3 people who understand that.
yeah,
There's 4 people
there are
here.
4 people here. Yeah.
I think he meant out of the listeners.
Oh,
That is-
okay.
that is if we have 3 listeners.
Very true.
Oh god. Okay, so I'm a huge fan of the franchise.
Yeah, me too.
Aviraj is also a huge fan. Arnav has seen the first one,
Yeah.
and Addy
I was going to
hasn't
watch it,
seen any of them.
But then you told me to.
Yeah, I wanted a
like,
different
keep-
perspective.
Keep my,
So
like,
let's
mind
start
fresh
with
for this.
Aviraj, someone else who's seen all of them.
Okay.
What did you think of the trailer?
Right, so the first movie was incredible for me. It wasn't
Oh, it's
something
so
I'd
good.
seen that well, and it felt like Hitman without the briefcase, but movie form. And it was a really good movie. The action scenes were great. The music was incredible, and the blood and gore was brilliant.
Really.
A plus on that. The number 2, not as good, but still really good for me. I didn't enjoy it as much, but it was still good.
Yeah, no. See, something I loved is the world building, what they set up with the Continental.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert for John Wick Chapter 2.
I don't mind. going
Yeah.
on,
John Wick kills someone in the Continental by the end of it, and that leads to the events in this film where everyone's trying to kill him.
So he's excommunicado.
So Adi Rao, I know you're covering your ears right
Okay,
now.
yeah.
As someone who hasn't seen the other 2 movies, did this trailer increase your interest? Are you going to watch them now, or?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch them. The trailer looks pretty good. I liked it a lot. Right? Just the sand. It's rough and coarse and it gets everywhere.
Now that I
But
think
otherwise-
about it, wasted opportunity not starting the podcast with the hello there. We should have fit in as many prequel references as possible.
I feel, okay, whenever I'm on a call with these guys, or when we're playing, right, I always start off with hello there, and whoever doesn't respond with General Kenobi,
They can
I
just
get
leave. They can
disappointed.
leave.
Yeah.
No, this is just real. It's not just even on calls. It's just real life.
Yeah.
Whenever you
Yeah.
say hello there to
Like,
someone,
I-
you
General
have-
Kenobi.
It's
Exactly.
the law to
Most
say
of
General
the time,
Kenobi.
I say hello there without even noticing it. It's just how I say hi
Yeah.
now. I just
Okay.
say, even on WhatsApp, I'll say hello there,
General Kenobi.
and then he'll reply General Kenobi.
So, Arnav, back to John Wick Chapter
Okay,
3.
yeah.
What was your favorite scene in the trailer?
Honestly, so there was like a few chase scenes that went on. Like
Yeah.
there was like 2
Oh,
dudes on a bike.
Oh, the
and then John
motorbike.
Wick.
That was
yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
That was, it just
great.
reminded me a lot of Kingsman, and I love that movie.
Oh, Kingsman.
Actually, I
is good.
didn't see that link, but that's a good link, actually.
You know, my personal favorite scene is when they pull out the swords on the motorbikes. I think we're talking
yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
And then the bikes start. And also John Wick riding a horse in the middle of the road is just awesome to me. I don't know why.
Also, that
No, I
one
agree.
line that it's how many people trying to take the set?
14 million. So it was like,
How many people trying to take the $14 million bounty versus John Wick with a $40 million bounty on his head, which everyone wants a slice of, versus everyone in the city, and they think it's a fair game.
Yeah, no, it just says something about John Wick.
Even though we've seen him be pretty overpowered in the past 2 movies. However, we have seen that he's no god, and that he does get defeated or injured at times.
Which is something I like, because
it makes him human.
Yeah, exactly. One of my problems with the Fast and Furious movies is, I can't remember the character's name, but Vin Diesel's character never loses anything.
Yeah,
it's very frustrating, and I love how they've not done that with John Wick yet.
But,
so
yeah, I can't wait, because I feel like this movie is going to have the most action scenes out of the 3 movies.
Exactly. And Halle Berry's in it at the end as well, with the dogs attacking. That looks great. Yeah, so John Wick Chapter 3, I think we're all excited for it. Yeah.
There's also another movie coming out really soon that I think at least you and I are very excited for, which would be How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Oh yeah, no. That's very... I think it's released in Australia and a bunch of other places.
Yeah, actually, I saw IGN's review of it, and they said it was an incredible conclusion.
So let me just look up what it's at on Rotten Tomatoes. It's
at
100%.
It's
so
at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Although it's early right now, not all critics have seen it. It's 12 reviews.
It's got 12 reviews.
Yeah, right? So it will change, but still, I love the first 2 movies. I'm excited to see how they conclude the trilogy.
And apparently, so the first 2 movies focused a lot on Hiccup's growth as a character.
Yeah.
However, this one, apparently it follows a lot of Toothless's growth, which is something I'm quite excited to see. So
yeah.
Excited. I feel like we didn't get enough of Toothless in the second one.
Yeah,
I agree.
But to be honest, the second one was better than the first one for me. I loved the sequel.
It was great. I prefer the first one.
the first one as well.
Same. Okay, but moving to TV now. The biggest show on Earth, maybe of all time, just dropped a quick tease for season 8.
And everyone's gone crazy.
Yeah, exactly. The scene's probably not even in this actual season.
I really hope it is. It looks insane.
I know, but the thing is, it feels really awkward. They just stare into the camera and then... You know,
we are, of course, talking about
Game of Thrones season 8, if you didn't pick that up already.
Right. So
Addy Roush has covered his ears to avoid spoilers. There are no spoilers here.
Okay, cool.
Barely
That's
any.
good.
I don't...
Okay, no. Actually, do cover your ears.
Okay.
Because there's going to be some plot points that we need to discuss very quickly.
That's true.
It's up to you.
I probably won't go.
Alright,
so
Crypts of Winterfell.
Exactly. See, this probably isn't going to be in the season, but I think it's an effective way to show that anyone could die.
Yeah.
By portraying the fact that Arya, Sansa, and Jon all have statues.
The 3 most powerful characters in the North currently. Pretty much under siege. However, we know for a fact that this probably won't be in there unless it's in a vision. Which is something I didn't think of up until now. What if it's in one of Bran's visions?
That's why Bran's not there as well.
Yeah, it would make sense if it's in one of Bran's visions, because otherwise, how would the statues of Arya, Sansa, and Jon be there?
We'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Considering that Jon is actually, Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah.
He shouldn't even be in the Crypts of Winterfell.
Exactly. Also, guys, just warning now, massive spoilers for Game of Thrones for 7 seasons.
I mean, if you're listening to some portion about season 8,
you should exactly. For me, the biggest takeaway is the date. It's coming in around 3 months, and I could not wait. I cannot wait.
You're gonna have to.
English, yeah. This season's gonna be incredible. It's the final season of Game of Thrones. I don't see how anyone can't not be excited for this.
And there's so many theories, and we have so many of our own theories. We've actually made multiple timelines.
Yeah, exactly.
Over the course of the past few months. However, I don't think we have enough time to discuss them, but I think we'll put an article together, or maybe in the next episode of this podcast.
We'll talk more about Game of Thrones Season 8.
We need a name.
We do need a name.
Right now, okay, for our 2 viewers out there, if you have any name suggestions, please put them in the comments down below. Thank you.
Except, the fact is that please don't put anything that will get us sued. Please.
Okay. Now, as much as I love Game of Thrones, I think the best trailer that came out is Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, yeah.
This trailer looked insanely
nice.
good.
It looked like a fun time.
Everyone knew, but it's confirmed to be taking place after Endgame.
Yeah.
I
loved how they didn't show any of the Endgame impacts, though.
Yeah.
Which
Except
is
for
great.
maybe a subtle hint with Happy, which quite a bit of the internet thinks is an indication that Tony is dead.
But
I'm
yeah, I mean,
not sure about
I
that.
feel like most of the internet already thinks Tony's dead in Endgame.
That is
If we're
true.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Also, this trailer looks so funny. Like, there's so many times I just laughed out. Like, whether it be the MJ Peter scene or
The Nick Fury
the
scene.
Nick
Nick
Fury
Fury
scene was
scene.
hilarious. Happy and Aunt May dating.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of controversy online about this, though. What do you guys
it's
think?
gonna be hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
think
be
it'll
so
be really
awkward
funny.
for Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's I think that's going to be a really funny plot point that might serve as some comedic relief from something a bit dark that might happen.
That's true.
But the one thing that makes this movie a huge win in my book is magic.
Mysterio. Jake Gyllenhaal, in my opinion, is one of the best actors working today. If you haven't seen Nightcrawler or Prisoners, go watch those movies. He's so good in them. Do you guys know anything about Mysterio's character in the comics?
No.
I used to watch the Spider-Man cartoons.
Yeah, no. See,
I
he's
just know he knows magic and that makes him.
yeah,
He
no.
wears a glass
So he
ball.
creates
Doesn't his head look
illusions
like
and
a
all.
fishbowl or something?
It does, yeah. It's called the fishbowl.
You know,
And-
at first I thought they were two separate characters. they looked really different, and one the magic was blue for a second, then it was green, so I assumed they would fight each other.
Fair
Wait,
enough.
where was the blue magic?
I don't know,
I
okay?
missed it, yeah.
Right, it might have just been the water. Okay, but when I first saw it, I thought they were separate characters.
Mysterio versus the water.
Hydro. So yeah, no, Mysterio
Atlantic
looks
Ocean
great.
wins again. Wait, no, it's the English Channel. Yeah, he's in London, isn't he?
Yeah, no, they're in Europe. Like, they're traveling.
Oh,
Europe.
they're traveling Europe.
I think they're in Venice during that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just thought
Yeah.
it was set in one place. My bad.
Yeah, okay. And also, Zendaya's so great. So seeing her as MJ
Yeah.
will be fantastic.
Yeah, she's a great actress. Even
Yeah,
from
she is. She had a very...
all-time Disney shows
Disney
like
shows.
Shake It Off.
And even The
Or
Greatest
was it
Showman.
Shake It Up?
No, Shake It Up, I think.
It was Shake It Up. I love
Anyway,
that.
something along those lines. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna watch this opening weekend if we get a chance.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Spider-Man Far From Home. It's gonna be great.
yeah. I
Um,
think that pretty much wraps up our agenda.
Yeah, I think the podcast's done. So this is coming out on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So this is coming out on a Thursday. So yesterday we had a...
I probably put up another Switch list. I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna write it today.
Yeah, we're recording this on Saturday. So sorry, Sunday. Saturday.
It's
It's
Saturday.
Saturday. My bad. Lost all track of time. We're recording this on Saturday, so we don't know exactly what's going up. But on Tuesday, you should have a...
I'm having a list of like PC games.
Okay, and on
All the other
Monday...
PC games.
Monday, I'm just gonna post about some interesting indie games that
What are you putting up
that I'm
tomorrow?
excited for.
On Sunday, we will get a Punisher Season 2. You guys will get a Punisher Season 2 review. And then this is coming out on Thursday, right?
Yes.
So the next day, you should have a Polar review, which is the new Mads Mikkelsen movie on Netflix. You should have like a TV shows to look out for in 2019 list. And then on Sunday, you'll probably...
Right, so either yesterday for you guys or Sunday, you might see a review of the BTS comic, which has been requested. So
Right,
if
yeah.
I get around to knowing the whole background behind that, then I will do
BTS,
it.
yes.
But apart from that, I don't have much. Oh yes, there will be a review for Grand Crest Senki coming up.
Awesome.
Should be
So...
great.
Yeah, sorry, I just want to mention something really quick. What are your thoughts on the Outer Worlds? Because I completely forgot to
Oh,
mention.
right,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we forgot about Outer Worlds. Yeah, that looks great.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, it looks nice, but it just didn't interest me that much. Probably
I
because I
did-
played Mass Effect.
Look,
so it just
I'm not-
shows too many
yeah.
similarities.
Sorry. I'm not gonna play the game, but I thought the visuals looked kind of weak. Like, especially compared to stuff like Anthem, which I thought looked really good.
I mean, like, comparing with Anthem, nothing can really match up to it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. But to me, Outer Worlds looks like something that might take off in place of the Fallout franchise. Unfortunately, Fallout 76 was a massive
Yeah,
letdown.
massive.
Buried its
letdown.
own grave after every day.
Yeah.
Because
Actually, right before this, Addy called what? You called Outer Worlds the Fallout.
Yeah,
killer.
that's what Reddit's been calling it.
Bethesda is the
Right,
Fallout.
that's
killer.
what. Yeah.
Or there's actually one thing that I
Yeah,
forgot to
I
mention.
have a link, one sec. This is like a good segue. Speaking of Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout was a great action movie. And they've recently confirmed So the director's coming back to do 2 final Mission Impossible movies that come out back-to-back years. Most people are assuming those are the conclusion to the Ethan Hunt part. And maybe they continue without him, maybe they end it there. So what do you guys think? Do you like the franchise? Are you excited for these? Or?
I quite like the franchise. It's had its ups and downs, but I think the latest movie was really good.
Yeah, no, the last 3 movies have been nothing short of spectacular in my opinion.
They've been a very good
It's
time.
just classic Mission Impossible, but like just revamped and like bigger, better.
Yeah, exactly.
And with more Simon Pegg.
Oh,
Yeah, Simon Pegg's great.
Speaking of this year, we've also got Star Wars Episode 9.
Star Wars Episode 9 is going to be great. We've got Avengers Endgame, which we're all hyped for.
Today, as on the day that we are recording this, which is for 5 days before you will hear
It's the 19th of January
it's
right
the
now.
19th of January. Eromanga Sensei's OVA came out today. I have not watched it yet, but that is the first thing I'm going to do when I get home.
Awesome. Also, Glass came out, so if you're a fan of Unbreakable and Split,
check out the review. It's up.
yeah, check out the review. It's disappointing, but still good.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Also, if you own a Nintendo Switch, the review's been up. And Brooklyn Nine-Nine season 6.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I just don't like Brooklyn Nine.
Halt.
Oh, okay.
No, it's true. Was it the pineapple or was it?
Honest.
On that note,
Holt
thank you
is a
for tuning
pineapple.
in to the Film Console podcast.
We need a new name.
Yeah, we'll find out
We
a
need
name.
a name.
We need a
Yeah,
name.
we need a name.
that doesn't have podcast.
The
Yeah,
brown out. No, sorry.
the brown American Vandal.
Oh yeah, Stranger Things season 3.
That's coming out.
But yeah,
Get
let's.
hyped. No, okay, there we could go on all day. 2019 is a stacked year for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap up the podcast now. We forgot Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what? Forget it.
You know-
Captain Marvel.
Joker, Shazam, Toy Story 4.
Oh my god, I forgot about Shazam.
Yes.
Shazam looks like it's gonna be great.
Yeah, check
gonna be
out.
so
and
funny.
we have 3 or 4 2019
Dirt
lists up. Check
2.0.
them all out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check the top 10 anime. I'll do top 10 that are coming out this year as well. Actually, you know what? That's what I'll put up on Wednesday.
Okay. So
As also, don't forget to catch up on that time I got reincarnated as a slime and Sword Art Online Alicization. And if you
What?
say you
How
hate
do you
Sword Art
come up with that
Online,
name?
I will
what? Okay.
kill you.
What are these anime names, man?
Okay. Let me just read it to you in Japanese once, just to confuse you once more. Tensai
Okay.
Shitara Slime Dataken.
Sorry, what?
Okay, so I think
we've been
let's
meaning
wrap
to.
it up
Yeah, we've been
before-
meaning to wrap up
before
for like 10
I
minutes.
start
languages.
talking about how great Sword Art Online is and why Kakegurui is a good watch for people who like gambling. So I think that's a wrap for
Yeah,
today.
2019's a stacked year. There are tons of great trailers. We talked about some cool games coming out. Space Force should be great.
Jump Force should be great.
Jump Force should
Dirt
be great.
2.0. should
Okay,
be
no,
great.
let's. Okay,
My
and
Hero
that's a
Academia-
wrap.
My
Thank
Hero
you for tuning
Academia
in.
season 4 in October. Let's get there.
Jesus
Oh yeah,
Christ.
and unfortunately, the 7 Deadly Sins manga might be ending this year, which is
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Devanshu, Aviraj, Arnav, Adi.
you're not all
Bye-bye.
4 of us.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, no. Thanks for listening.
Watching.
Jesus Christ.